Good evening and welcome to the Falls Township Board of Supervisors meeting, Monday, October 27th. We'll begin with the salute to the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Shepherd, can you call the roll?
Here.
Supervisor Palmer, Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Here.
Supervisor Vice Chair.
John, you have to put your mic on.
Yeah, I barely it's
Better?
barely here. Yes.
Sorry. Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. Before we get started, we're going to begin with the presentation by Mr. Andrews from the donations from the Touch a Truck event.
Good evening, everyone. Glad to see everyone. Tonight's awards night, it seems like, so excited here to present some awards for tonight. The first thing on the agenda is our awards for our annual Touch a Truck event for the donations to our benefactors. We raised $26,000 for this event. The committee decided to split that. $13,000 is going to the Goofy Gators, and another $13,000 is going to be split evenly between the 10 elementary schools in the PENNSBUry School District. So we have Aaron Farrell from the Goofy Gators here and representatives from the various PTO'S. We're going to have them come up, have a little photo op with some checks, and go from there. Sure. So I guess we'll call Aaron up from the Goofy Gators first. Would that work?
Hi. Thanks for coming.
No, we didn't. Why was he supposed to do that?
Congratulations.
I'd like to call up representatives from the various PTO'S if they want to join us on stage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we like that.
That's a good move. I've made it many times in my career.
All right, thank you.
I guess move on with the agenda.
Start with the agenda?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start with the,
What about the 2
we're not ready yet.
Oh, okay.
So we do have another presentation. We're going to step back to that. So we're going to start with our executive session, Mr. Clark.
The board did not hold an executive session this evening. There were only 2 board members present, so that
Oh.
doesn't qualify as an exec session.
All right. That takes us to public comment. Is there a sign-in sheet?
It's over there.
Thank you.
Thank you. It just says Bell.
That's me.
Name change?
You can call me Watermelon Man. You can call me Bell.
Okay.
That's my last name, Dr. Dents. I read something at the school board, and I'll read it here. Governor Josh Shapiro has an executive mandate called the Lighting Plan. This project will change Bucks County land development and raise taxes on all senior residents. This project highlights local officials to push effort to speed up zoning permits. Aaron Mackey. And environmental permits. Rachel Boyce. Not paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
Environmental committees to support and attract investments throughout Pennsylvania with a priority on economic acceleration at the expense of community health and safety. There will be no more low-tech green infrastructure under this plan. There will be no more low-tech blue-collar jobs under this plan. There will be more high-tech careers. There will not be any more low-tech fracking. There'll be more high-tech data centers. There'll be more high-tech logistics centers. There'll be more high-tech small businesses. There'll be more high-tech overruns, more pay-for-play artificial turf, more cricket fields, more autistic children, more special ed teachers, more stadium LED lights that you all pass without knowing the science behind it, just like the turf fields. You know what, you remember canaries in the coal mines? Mm-hmm. You know about cigarettes? Mm-hmm. You know about asbestos?
Yes.
So what you did now is you brought the canaries out of the coal mines, and now you're using the children on the turf fields as little goats, as little playthings, as little things that get cancer. Because everybody knows, even at the school board meeting, a little 8th grade child came up and talked about the turf fields and the poisons and the carcinogenics in it. All of you all passed all of that, especially Jones Engineering. All this is stuff that all of you all should have known. There's a big N-word out now. Do you know what that N-word is?
No.
Anyone? Anyone? It's called nuclear. AI centers, I saw the woman here last week, Sarah Kirk, very unique name. She asked you a question about power use. You should have known this, Dr. Dents, Dr. Baraski, and Dr. Aaron. All of you all should have known this.
What?
We don't have time for you all to be playing with your little
What are we
balls.
talking about? We should have known what?
You should have known about nuclear and the AI center. When she asked you the
There's
question,
no
how much
nuclear.
is 600 kilowatts would be? What is it going to do to the community?
600 megawatts.
Megawatts, excuse me. Thank you. You do know
Right.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you. You should have known that it's going to cost a lot of water. Our water prices will go up. Our electric prices will go up.
Your water prices won't go up.
Yes, they will.
They
yes,
won't.
they will.
It's not using public water.
What is it using?
It's sucking water right out of
Air-cooled?
Delaware. It's
Air-cooled?
It's getting water right out of Delaware on that site.
It is using water then.
But it's not using the township water.
How do you know that? Can
I just told you.
Can we see
I
the
just
plan?
told you.
Can we see the plans? I
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
sure you
told me,
can.
but
We
you're
had
not
meetings
high-tech.
here.
You're not
Well, you don't have to
high-tech.
yell. You're yelling. It's not necessary.
You're not high tech.
What does that mean?
High tech means that you know what is going on in the township. High tech means that you understand the new plumbing facility, wastewater treatment plant that's going on.
Yeah.
You know that they can use that water down there through technology instead of using our drinking water or using the water out of Delaware. They can use wastewater. Technology, high technology. That's what I'm talking about. Instead of low technology.
Okay.
Low collar, blue collar work. No more.
I'll bet you
Yes.
that there'll be more low-tech, blue-collar jobs in that facility than there are high-tech jobs.
The problem is, Dr. Dents,
Stop.
that's what happened. No, I'm not going to stop. That's what happened years ago with 3 Mile Island.
What?
Is that they had a lot of low-tech engineers in there who didn't
I'm
know.
not talking about engineers.
Will you listen for a change?
I'm listening.
But you're not if you're talking.
Okay, go ahead. You finish.
Thank you. God bless you. 3 Mile Island is being brought online. You know why?
To fill a data center.
Correct. They have small nuclear reactors, doctor, who in this township now you can get and put over there for the AI center you have. And as a result of that, all of us could save on electricity costs and water usage if they do it correctly. And all I'm bringing forth to you is think about the high tech that is necessary to replace Boraski on that bench. Okay, Boraski is a blue collar, correct? IBEW. I read all of your stuff about IBEW and all the FBI stuff that was going on here, as well as the PENNSBURY board. Oh, you don't know about it? You
I
shake
do.
your head.
I don't know what that has to do with the PENNSBURY board.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything in this
Your 5
township
minutes
has to
is
do
up.
with the PENNSBURY.
Your 5 minutes is up.
PENNSBURY's
Let's wrap it
getting
up.
84% of our tax dollars. Everything has
Yes.
to do with them. You're only getting 5%, bro. You need a little bit more.
I understand that, but we're not
I wanna
PENNSBURY
fight for
School
you.
Board.
I want to fight for you.
Okay.
More than 5% is what you deserve.
All right. Your 5 minutes is up, sir. Thank you.
Bell, you can call me Bell,
Yes,
bro.
Bell. Jennifer
Thank you.
Metzger.
Jennifer Metzger, Falls resident. I have a couple of concerns with the municipal building. I'm just kind of curious at this point, how far are we with the payments? Because we're at, what, 25th payment now for RYCON, and then we've had a ton of overages, I mean, the whole time. So I'm just curious, like, are we almost done?
Yes.
If we're 3 months out, would we start the Jump Start program for small businesses 6 months out or 10 months out? Like, where are we kind of at?
We are, right now, we're about $4 million over budget, and we should be moving in early January. Is that correct, Mr. Shepherd?
That's correct.
Early January, like we planned last January, or like actually this January?
No, January, we should be moving in.
Okay. And then, so there are a lot of concerns right now, obviously, with the fact that there's only a 2.8% COLA increase for Social Security recipients, but 4.4% increase for the school. They're coming back, obviously, they're gonna increase again because they're borrowing the money to try to do the high school. We're nowhere near that. We have a lot going on, obviously, with Waste Management wanting to close soon. And then they keep trying to expand, obviously, a little bit with those landfills. With the Keystone Trade Center, getting the Keystone Opportunity Zone, two totally different names, obviously, but for different reasons. We only needed to give them a 10-year exemption, but we gave them the 15 years. Was there a reason specifically that we gave them the additional period of time and didn't consider like a graduated exemption for 11 through 15?
I don't recall the reason they asked for that. Yeah.
You're not sure, but
I
they
don't
asked.
remember. I know that they should be coming, when the landfill's almost done, I mean, the landfill's just a dollar amount, so it could end tomorrow, it could end in 20 years, it'll be the same amount.
Don't say that, that's terrifying. That's half your budget.
No, no, it's the same amount of money. It's not going to be less money if it ends tomorrow or if it ends in 20 years.
Okay,
So when it ends, if it ends on their schedule, if things go as they have been, it should be coming around the end of the KOIZ for North Point, within a couple year or two.
so originally it was supposed to be 2034, but then they said because it was going to be so many years earlier, they extended. But we're really not convinced that they're going to extend past 2029, even though they're attempting to. The concern, though, is the KYZ, obviously, you know, is not till 2036, and they could always turn around and leave. There's nothing actually holding them in the contracts to stay here starting January 1st, 2036.
Who's they?
The Keystone Trade Center, who has the exemption, and it's only $4 million exemption. So it's not the $22
The
million.
point,
for Waste
the only reason they
Management
needed it was for building the place out, to
Yeah.
save taxes on the building materials and
They
stuff.
spent $1
really.
billion, though.
Yeah.
So it's not, like, $4 million is a lot to us, but it's nowhere near the coverage we need. My
Right.
question is, what are we planning? Like, we're not seeing anything, so are you gonna double the earned income tax?
No.
From
The
1%
earned
to
income
2%?
tax has far exceeded our expectations. And when that comes online, the earned income tax is probably going to double. Well, I'm not going to say double, but it's going to go way up again with all the people that are employed down there. Just between the two, the FedEx and the data center, without even taking into account all the other businesses down there.
Okay. So you think that it'll grow past the 11 million we're at?
When that comes online? Absolutely.
Okay. And then,
And then when that building gets reassessed by the county, or, you know, what the value actually is when they're done, I mean, that's going to be huge too.
and then the other question that I had, completely different thought process, we have over 500 people that are unhoused, and we have seniors losing their homes right now. So is there a particular thought process or reason why it is that we're focusing on allowing the luxury developments and the more expensive apartments and buildings to go up when we have people that aren't actually able to afford the middle income or low income homes?
There's a proposed project for attainable housing, not low-income housing. You know, you can call it whatever you want.
Paycheck to
down-
paycheck normal people?
Yeah, right, that's the plan. But
Is that
even
okay?
that sounds like an extraordinary amount of money to me. What is attainable, considered attainable housing now, just what it is, yeah.
Attainable, I like that.
That's the word I'm using for, right? Yeah.
Attainable housing. Okay. Vote, everybody vote.
That'll
Can't
probably
think of
be a
anything
couple years
else.
out, if that even happens, that project I was just talking about.
How many years?
Probably a couple.
2 years out,
I don't know.
give or take 2 years out. Okay. All right, everybody get out and vote.
All right,
We have
thank you.
until tomorrow to do on demand, and then Tuesday is voting day. Thank you.
All right. Tony Batiste.
Good evening. I have 3 issues to discuss. The first is the roof on the new building. If you look at the front of it, the front, instead of slanting down like most roofs do, it slants up. So when it rains, that water is going to go back into the middle of the building. And I understand there is some kind of water accumulation disposal system installed, but my concern is what's going to happen when it snows and that snow sits there? What happens if that drainage system doesn't work? Where's all the water going to go? Who's going to pay for it? Is it under warranty? And how easy or expensive of a fix is it going to be to fix it later down the line? Second off, the road that goes in front of the building now has a circle to it, and I kind of looking at it from the road at the red light, and I'm not up to it, so I don't actually know the physical specs on it, but it really looks like it's only going to be a one-vehicle road around that circle, and I'm guessing that's what it's for, to drop people off. And when the road comes back out, it doesn't look like there's going to be space for 2 vehicles, for one to exit and one to enter. So I'm kind of wondering why that is and what's the purpose, and is it actually useful? The other thing is, the meetings are supposed to be available to residents who maybe are at home, can't make it, don't drive at night, whatever, and it's on the website that that is so. However, I tried calling in from one of my grandson's games, and I was told, we don't do that anymore. And I'd like to know why not. If we're doing it for supervisors who can't be here, then we should at least be doing it for residents who can't be here for whatever reason, and they're making the effort to call in or to come online to do it. So what is it?
I don't think we have a reason. What was the reason we stopped?
We are not required to allow people to participate remotely.
Well, you may not be allowed to, but when you put it in writing on the website that we're allowed to, and we're allowing supervisors who don't want to be at the meeting for whatever reason, that's sort of unfair. And it's a disservice to our residents. Now, why?
Don't know. Don't have a reason.
Yeah, well, I'm missing a game tonight that's a playoff because I want to be here and voice my concern.
All right.
And I'd like to know, is this something that was voted on?
No.
No.
There's no requirement that to be voted on.
I didn't say if we're required to, but it's a service to our residents, the people who vote for you.
No one has
Not-
ever
although
brought
they
this
don't
up
vote
until
for you,
now,
they
Tony.
should.
Just same thing? Okay. There you go.
Anyhow, I
Chairman
object to
Dents,
that.
if I could just offer,
Yeah.
I've been here about a little bit less than 2 months now. I know a lot of towns went to a full hybrid or full really remote meeting during COVID. Everybody really had to, and everyone figured out how to do that. And a lot of towns afterwards, and I just worked for one, that when we had the opportunity to have citizens come back into the meeting room, the elected officials really wanted to do that. They really wanted people to come to the meetings, have interactions face to face, which most people probably think are a little bit better than doing it remotely. And we did that and stuck with that. We, in fact, didn't even broadcast the meetings, which maybe we should have, like we do here. At least people can still see what's happening, whether it's live or whether it's after the meeting's over, and call in, ask questions. We're all available in the office. They want to speak to anybody, but we really wanted to get people back into the meeting room. I understand her point, but I think there is something to be said for face-to-face communication with the residents.
There is, but maybe you're not at the age yet where your eyesight starts to go. You can't drive at night. You don't always have somebody available to say, oh yeah, I'll run you down to the meeting, and especially since the meeting isn't even close anymore. It's a service to the people, and we have a lot of seniors in our part of the county.
Item 3. Oh, we can start now? All right, we're going to go backwards now, and we're going to recognize the efforts of some community volunteers. Should I do the proclamation first? All right. We have a proclamation recognizing the efforts of community volunteers, and our mascot, Archie, is involved, the fox,
That's correct.
and he's here tonight.
Archie is here. Come on out, Archie.
This is the first time I've seen Archie and Brian Andrews together in the same place.
No
For a
comment.
while, I thought you were Archie, but, all right, I want to read this proclamation. I'm going to do my best to get through this. A proclamation of the Falls Township Board of Supervisors recognizing the efforts of community volunteers. Whereas community volunteers often provide needed services to the Falls Township community, and whereas the Board of Supervisors desires to recognize those members of the community who have graciously donated time and talent in service to the community. And whereas the Board of Supervisors wishes to recognize these individuals for their dedicated efforts towards developing a sense of community spirit through their service, and whereas the township mascot, Archie the Fox, has indicated a willingness to assist with the recognition of community volunteers. Now, therefore, the Board of Supervisors of Falls Township hereby proclaims as follows. First, Falls Township shall recognize the efforts of its community volunteers through a community service award, which shall be known as the Archie. Second, the Archie shall be awarded by the Board of Supervisors at its sole discretion. Lastly, in addition to awards made directly by the Board of Supervisors, Archie the Fox is hereby deputized to award the Archie in circumstances where Archie the Fox believes an award is appropriate. Proclaim this 27th day of, oh, this is September, but 27th day of October, 2025.
Okay, I'll follow up on that a little bit. So this is the first time we're going to present the Archie Heroes Award. I hope this is the first of many times we'll hear present awards to the community members. So just a little blurb about why we're here tonight. The Archie's Hero is an award to acknowledge township residents and friends who exemplify the highest ideals of public service through their dedication, leadership, generosity. They have made meaningful contributions that strengthen our community. This award stands as a symbol of our gratitude and recognition from their lasting impact. The first Archie Heroes Award is presented to the hardworking families who gave of their time and talents to maintain the Kira Gordon and Karen Murphy Gordon Memorial Garden in Vermilion Hills. So we're going to announce the recipients tonight. They're all going to be presented a certificate, and they're all going to get a tumbler. Ms. Mullen has the tumbler and certificates up there. So I'm going to read off the list of names and invite anyone up front to have a picture with the supervisors. So the names of the recipients are as follows: Marta Grothman. I apologize if I don't pronounce anybody's name correctly. Glenise Adams, Matthew Potgeider, the South family, the Benedetti family, the Campbell family, the Jimenez family, the La Felice family, the Lewandowski family, the Lures family, the Perillo family, the Ricci family, the West family, and the Wiles family. So I invite everyone up on stage with Archie to get a photo.
You guys are the first ever Archie Award recipients. You inspired us to create it. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad.
If I can break form a little bit, I have something for you all too, from Manor to you guys to commemorate our project.
Gosh.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, that's so nice, Marta. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's the other one for everybody
Hold that
else.
up.
And then, yeah. Marta, here, come up for another picture.
Get up.
This was really nice. Thank you so much. Oh, we can hang this in the new building.
Right next to our new popcorn machine.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming.
All right. Item 3, consideration of appointment by resolution to appoint auditor for the 2025 financial audit. The audit of the how do you say that? Zelenkovsky Axelrod LLC in the amount of $34,700. Is that correct?
That's correct. Recommended by the finance director. We currently use the firm. They've certainly done a good job, and we're satisfied with their services. So we recommend approval.
All right. Any public comment needed? Any questions or comments from the public? None. Any board comment needed?
No.
No.
All right. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you poll the board?
Supervisor Borowski.
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway.
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen.
Yes.
And Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Yes. Item 4, consideration of approval for proposal from Underwood Engineering for testing and inspection services for the Falls Township Municipal Building renovation project. What is this about?
This is strictly related to if we need Underwood to do any testing at the new building. There are times they've done testing services for us, so if we need them, this is on an as-needed basis only. This proposal gives you all of their prices for the various services they provide. So if we need them, we're going to use them, and if not, we won't use them. We would pay them directly for anything they do.
So this is for soil and concrete and paving and stuff?
Correct. Core borings, things of that nature.
All right. Any questions from board members?
Will we still have a different company that'll do like our MEPs?
I'm sorry?
Our, our mechanical, electrical, plumbing stuff? We'll still have another company that'll go through that? Or like,
Yes,
Make
there,
sure all our systems are working.
absolutely.
Controls.
It won't be Underwood, but everyone will take a look at those to make sure everything's working
So it'll be
properly.
something separate. at a
Correct.
different time. Okay.
Ms. Mullen?
No questions.
Mr. Galloway?
No questions.
I have none. Is there public comment needed? See no hands. Is there a dollar amount on this? Or we're just approving?
We don't have a not to exceed only because we're so close to being done with the project. We don't anticipate using them very much. So it's just the hourly rate, but we don't anticipate much use for them really at this point.
We just approve this, Mr. Clark?
Yes, it's just their rate sheet, so this
That's
is
all.
acceptable.
All right, is there a motion?
Oh, just one more question real quick. So just talking about the financial end of it, is there a do not exceed number, or how do we just approve? Like, they gave us just a menu of an hourly rate.
Yeah,
We know what we're gonna need. Is there a not to exceed?
I don't know, there's not a not to exceed. I think it's because, as Mr. Shepherd has indicated, it's going to be sort of on an as-needed basis as it's determined what we're going to need. I would assume that if it gets in to be a lot, that the manager will be reporting back to you and will be,
It will be minimal.
yeah.
So maybe the next meeting, November's meeting or December's meeting,
We can see if they've done any work between
see if
now
we
and
can put a
November.
list
Yep.
together and have a do not exceed number.
Right, it won't be much at this point in the game. It can't be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know what it shouldn't be a lot means, and I appreciate you asking the question further, because, I mean, what are they testing for? If you do an earth disturbance, then they'll test for radon, but if they don't, then you don't need it? Like,
They're going to test if they need for compaction, asphalt compaction, concrete, things of that nature. So we're so far into the project, there's not much else that needs to be done. They're not doing anything inside. They're not doing things like that. It's for site work. So if we need them after we do the final asphalt testing, if we need them to test a core boring, they'll do a test on a core boring. So there can't be that much only because the volume of work's going to be so low.
but so you anticipate needing them for something, so you must have an idea of whether or not we're going to use them for 2 hours or 52 hours, right?
It just depends.
Well, the only problem that I'm having is, you went through, you did all the contract work, you know what it is that they were supposed to do for RYCON and for everything else, and we still have come back with no support under stairs, or, oh, there's gonna be another wall here, so there's $80,000 more in electrical. I'm just saying, a lot and shouldn't be and can't are scary, only because of how the project has gone with contractors in this area before, partly because we're not using contractors always in the area, partly because we're trusting that they give us the lowest bid, and then all they have to do is 5 change orders, and they're 10 times over where we thought. So, nothing personal, just concern.
No, I mean, I think, yeah, I hear you, and I have the same things. Like, I think if we give them an opportunity to come back and maybe get an idea of what we're looking at for the next meeting or December's
a range.
meeting, and have an idea of what we would spend on it.
Right,
But it's
range
literally just
parameters.
it's a dollar amount for their service techs or whatever they are.
It is.
And does the dollar amount look fair, at least to you? I mean, in general, you don't even have to tell us
Yes.
what it is, but it looks like it's at least fair.
It's not a lot.
Once they determine what the parameters or range is that 1
I mean,
hour
I'd like to
or
see a do not
1,000?
exceed number, but,
Yeah, okay, I appreciate that. Thanks.
sorry, Ms. Benz.
That's all right.
I think we have to approve it, so.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 5, more change orders for RYCON construction. And again, Mr. Clark, this is stuff that we have to do contractually?
Yes.
What's the dollar amount on this one?
So there's 3 different change orders for RYCON. They're 34, 35, and 36. I'll read you the amounts without the cents, just the dollars. Change order 34 is $42,867. Change order 35 is $27,583. Change order 36 is $20,828. And we do have Jim Gates here tonight who could discuss any particulars concerning those change orders.
Any questions for Mr. Gates? Mr. Brasky?
What do you mean by the things that we have to do?
Contractually, we can't not pay them these change orders. There's some that we don't have to, that we haven't been paying, but there's certain ones that we've been told that we have to pay contractually, or they're going to pull up the job and they can just leave us hanging. Is that correct?
RYCON has put the township on notice. It's not an unusual thing that happens, that if we don't approve these change orders, they're just not going to do the work, or they won't continue to do further work. In order to make sure that we do not find ourselves as being in breach of the contract, we are recommending that we approve these, and at some point in time, we will be reviewing all of the work that was done on the building to see if the township has any claims against anyone involved.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Any public comment?
What exactly are these changes for?
Mr. Gates? There's a big stack of stuff here. I guess summarize this as best you can.
I will. So the change order 34, it's 3 items. The manhole rims and lids for the sewer system. When they milled the pavement up, they discovered that they were in poor condition. The idea was, in the design phase, let's save them, let's not spend money where we don't have to. Well, they were rusted out, falling apart, they had to be rebuilt. There's a small one for some replacement curb, where at one point along the project, the south wing of the building was supposed to be raised based on the grading shots taken during the survey when the building was being designed. In an effort to save money, we kept this slab at the existing grade, so we spent $2,000 to replace some curb based on that decision previously. And then there's another cost to add some security fence that was requested by police to enclose the exterior SWAT door. Change order 35, the majority of that was for masonry repairs for tickets that RYCON sat on for well over a year. It was all legit, it was all reviewed by my man in the field. It's all confirmed with photo evidence and everything, so it was okay. There's a small piece for replacement of some face brick where holes were drilled incorrectly. That was back charged to other contractors for the mistake. And then another piece, I don't know if you want to call it a design miss or miscoordination, but at the front entrance on the front of the building, not in the back, the way the grading and building worked out, there was an exposed bit of foundation and black waterproofing membrane right at the entrance. So the town collectively made the decision to add some decorative CMU there to match the rest of the bottom of the facade. Change order 36. This piece wasn't on the drawings. There were existing drains in the Sallyport area that had to be cut out and removed and concrete patched back. Similar to the issue with the grades of the south wing and not raising the entire slab up, there were two base plates of steel columns that were exposed, so they had to build a wall to hide those. The cane rail, which is basically for a blind person, we had to add some rail under a stair. It's a code requirement. It wasn't shown on the drawings, so had to add that. And there was a design coordination issue in the finance room where after it was all constructed, it had to be taken apart, raised up, and rebuilt. That's the 3 change orders in a nutshell.
Thank you.
Those are all things that contractually we are obligated.
Correct. And I think,
My microphone's not on either. Are they obligated on their end to clean up? I got it, yeah. Are they obligated on their end to clean up the job site?
yes, that's part
Because
of the
that's all we
contract.
keep hearing about is what we owe them and what we would need to do for them, but it's a mess. There's not one resident here, including myself, that would get away with keeping our property the way it's kept in front of our township building. None of us.
Understood.
Go ahead. Tony?
Sure. Oh, sorry.
If you break, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm not sure if I totally understood 35, where you're back charging somebody. And it kind of sounds like the company is back charging their contractors but we're still going to pay for the air. So they're getting paid twice.
So there's multiple prime contractors. So what happens is one prime contractor we pay for, and then we in turn take that as a credit against another prime contractor. So it ends up being a wash for us, but we have to adjust it internally because there's multiple prime contractors. So it doesn't cost the town anything. It's just a matter of which contractor's paying for the mistake.
Okay. I think. But I did have one other thing, and that was something that was just brought up, where if we're all approving this, not we, you guys all, are approving this, and then later you're going to go back and check all the work and everything and take whatever measures you seem necessary, isn't that kind of like shooting yourself in the foot because you approved it?
No, it's following the law,
Still, you approved it.
but we're not shooting ourselves in the foot. We're following the law.
Go ahead.
You understand what she's asking, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's so fair, because we're agreeing with it first. I guess my only concern is some of these things are things that should have been picked up. I mean, honestly, if you have somebody who's been in business a long time and they're putting these designs together, it shouldn't have been missed, right? A cane rail, we know that that's part of the IRC code, so it's required. If it wasn't built right, then there's two different problems. One, it was missed. Second, it was built wrong. You can shake your head, it's okay. Do you disagree?
You talking to me?
No, the gentleman next to you, Clark. Are you responding?
Am I
Are
what?
you responding to me?
Was I shaking my head?
Yeah, you shook your head no.
No, I wasn't. I was looking in that direction, and then I started to look in that direction.
Okay,
So my head moved.
No, I just didn't want to ignore you. But so, with the face break mistakes, I appreciate that that was charged back and all the things. But I guess my concern, design miss, waterproofing. The cane rail, and then it being built wrong. Some of these things, is there a way to have Grace or RYCON or anybody, like literally take a step back and go, okay, these are all the things that are out of scope that were missed, and kind of, go through and give us that list of what they do agree was completely out of scope or completely wrong? I mean, these are things that we shouldn't have had to rebuild it the first time, let alone forgetting it at all. These are standards, right?
These are all things that are being reviewed by the township staff now.
And I understand that, but wouldn't it be respectable for them to step back and go, look, there really is this list that we do agree with, should be reviewed or double-checked? I mean, I'm sure these are honorable people. It wasn't intentional, but a mistake's a mistake. You still stand up with us when the contractor that you hired is making mistakes or not competent or had a hard day. I don't know what the problem was, right? No?
At some point, there's going to be a list of everything.
Yeah, a big one.
I think everyone shares the same concerns.
Everybody's on the same page, I think.
Yeah,
don't
I
think
guess
we
the only
should-
problem is like, the answers that we're getting are kind of sort of what ifs, can'ts, shouldas, eventually we'll get there, all the things.
Well, we can't
And
do
I'm
it
just
until the
asking
job's
if you could
done.
hold the men to a little bit of a standard here, because it
Yeah.
hasn't happened so far. And I
No, I
appreciate that we're gonna
disagree.
get to it, but shouldn't they have some degree of responsibility? Just like you're asking them to sweep the stupid floor, clean up the asphalt, do a couple of things that are a little bit respectable. This is a township that we do live in, whether or not the municipal building is ready to be used or not. It's still appropriate for us to be able to have some
Mr.
pride when we
Chair,
drive
may I?
past and go, this is where all our extra money's going.
I want to say something, and I think there's a lot of people that need to be held accountable, but it's not my opinion that it's Grace Construction. I feel like Grace Construction has found a lot of these issues, uncovered them, and yes, we have to address them. Doesn't mean it's Grace's fault, it's just they're uncovering things for us.
Right, so have them make a list for you, because if they're on your side, then they have no problem saying, look, we're the person that's overseeing it, these are the things we agree with you, we're out of line.
We expect that Grace will help us compile that at the appropriate time. The appropriate time is not now.
Yeah,
We disagree.
thank you. If there's no other questions or comments, is there a motion to pay the change order?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you poll the board, please?
Supervisor Boraski,
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Yes. Item 6, Consideration of approval for change order number 4 for ALLSTATES Mechanical LTD for the Township Municipal Building Renovation Project. You want to go over this one, Mr. Gates?
Yes, sir. This is a deduct change order, so it's money coming back to the town. So there were several miscoordinated items with ALLSTATES. These are the ones they've agreed to at this point. So the first one is deleted fire dampers that were shown on the project that were no longer necessary. The second is incorrectly located exhaust fan on the roof that had to be moved. Again, like the brick change order, RYCON was paid for the roof portion of it. It's being back charged to ALLSTATES. That's it. The total amount is $7,671.
Okay. Any questions from board members, Mr. Boraski? It's very confusing.
Yeah. I think I'm okay right now.
Ms. Mullen?
No.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Is there public comment? No, it's the same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. What's the total amount then? 7,000?
It's a deduct of, $7,671. So what you're looking at is, in the very beginning, we carried a $100,000 allowance on the contract for change orders. They haven't reached that number yet. They were at about $50,000 to date. So that $50,000 is now $58,000. They will give back if everything holds as it is now, they will give back $58,000 at the end of the day on their contract to the town.
So this is a change order in favor of the township.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to vote on this?
No, you do. You got to approve it. It's an alteration to the contract, so it still needs to be voted on.
Lawyers.
Yep, sorry. We're the worst.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We don't have to do it. We can just do a voice vote to take money, not to.
Yes, that was fine, a voice vote.
Item 7. Change order number 7 for Mike Oak Mechanical for the Township Municipal Building. Now, what are we doing here? Spending or receiving?
You are receiving. This is the back charge to the contractor for the holes in the face brick that we're paying RYCON for.
Okay.
It's a $2,765 credit.
2,000.
Yes, sir.
Any questions or comments from board members?
No.
No.
Any public
No.
comment needed?
How much are we getting charged for?
The same.
Just with matching, maybe put it together next time.
What was, I can't hear you.
So we've had this before where, when we had the electrical, for example, they added a couple of walls and then had to do electrical. So we railed, God help me, Takeda, right?
Not Takeda.
We nailed him because we were like, why are there so many extra electrical? And then we found out it was because we added walls. So some of these change orders, if they were lumped together, we could better understand the matching, right? So if he had said, oh, that's number 7 coming up, we would have gone, oh, okay, the faceplates are covered there, instead of having to ask the question what we were talking about. No?
Okay. It's still confusing.
It's confusing because it's out of order. Like, if he had said item 5 and 7 are together, it's part 2, which was number 35 of the item number 5 goes with item number 7, then you would have been like, oh, 2765 in, 2765
I got
out. Deal.
Okay.
They're different contracts,
That's the problem, is each one of them has a separate contract.
because
I
this is a
understand, but you
multi-prime state.
You still list them together, right? Aaron's done
Can't.
it before.
different
When you're
contracts.
listing stuff and you say, hey, we're going to do these 3 items together, you make sense of it for us, right?
Yeah, but
You're
the
really good with
difference is-
contracts.
the difference
Make some of
is-
this clear. This is a mess.
No, the difference is that these are all different contracts with different contractors.
I understand, but she does this every day. She knows exactly what I'm saying. I know you do. Because you put it together for us. Every time you explain stuff, you put the item numbers together that we're relating. That's all we're asking. Just make sense of it. so we don't look so stupid up here asking you questions that you're already going to cover.
Okay.
I'm still confused, but is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have a quote for COFCO for storage fees for the Township Municipal Building renovation project. What is this?
So
Is you
this,
again?
yeah, this is the, Jim's very familiar with it. This is the continual storage of the equipment because of the delay in getting the building complete.
Got ya.
November 3rd, they should be starting to mobilize with installation of the office furniture, which will take probably 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to take them some time to do that. So this will get them up to speed on what we owe them for storage of furniture, and hopefully there won't be any additional invoices.
Mr. Boraski, any questions?
No.
Ms. Mullen?
Nope.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Public comment? All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Boraski,
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Yes. Consider ratifying builder's risk coverage policy from White Chance Agency for year 2025 through 2026.
So this one is, again, for the municipal building. The quote for the year is $33,028. Obviously, we'll cancel this when we no longer need it, so the ultimate cost of this policy shouldn't be that significant, and it just depends whenever we get into the building. But this is, standard, the existing policy is just being renewed.
Any questions from board members? Mr. Boraski?
No.
Ms. Mullen?
No.
Mr. Galloway?
No.
Public comment? Nobody? All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you pull the board?
Supervisor Boraski,
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Yes. Item 10 is consideration of approval to waive permit fees for Falls Township Fire Company. This is for their building permits. This doesn't include the escrow they posted for professional services. We obviously can't waive that. Is there any public comment needed or board comment?
Is this waive the permit fees and the inspection fees?
No, just to
permit.
waive permit fees. Yeah. Ms. Mullen?
No, I don't have any questions.
Any public comment? No? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have any appointments tonight? I think we had one.
Yeah. Mr. Chair, I would like to move for the appointment of Sarah Kirk to the Historical and Preservation Board.
All right. I'll second that. Is there any questions from board members on that?
No.
Comments? No. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Her
Aye.
term,
Is she fulfilling?
What about it?
is she fulfilling an unexpired term, or is it a full term?
It's a full term.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Well,
Is there a vacancy?
If the
Like-
vacancy is, if the vacancy is occurring midway through the year, it would seem to think that it's an unexpired term.
I think there's been a vacancy that's
Yeah, there's
never
been two
filled.
vacancies.
Vacancies.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
So-
what the expiration date is.
Yeah,
We'll give her the longest term. if that's-
yeah, we'll give her the longest term that's
We'll
available.
find out the date that it will
Let's.
expire then. Good.
Thank you.
Did we approve that? Did we vote on that? No, not yet. Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next year, we're going to adopt the gong show format, so when Mr. Clark starts talking like that, we can hit the gong and hook him and pull him off the stage.
I feel like we're already there, Mr.
Item 12, escrow releases. We have Sylvie Concrete, Commons of Fallsington. Is that it? One's for $127.05. One's for $3,113.50. Any questions or comments? None?
No.
Board, any public comment needed? No. All in favor? Or is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
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 All right, that takes us to the minutes from September 22nd and the 14th. Any errors or changes needed to be made?
No.
No? Everybody's good?
Yep.
All right. Excellent minutes as always, Mrs. Pullen. I'm sure it's hard enough when you're here in person, but doing it remotely has got to be difficult. Is there a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
So moved.
I'm going to abstain.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
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 Engineers report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For last month, we had 2 new land developments and 6 earth disturbances submitted. In terms of the highlights in red, I'll go through a few of them. For the land development side, the Danger Tract is now under construction with demolition work and utilities. The PENNSBURY School District, that's the 2 fields. They are substantially complete and operate under a TCO, waiting for vegetation to establish on the perimeter of the fields. For the Safe Store Old Lincoln Highway, that project has commenced with demolition, utilities, and earthwork. The Sunbelt Forest Products project is substantially complete, and the contractor is working on punch list items. For North Point Area 3, that project has been under construction with demo and fill. Now we had a pre-construction meeting for the majority of the proposed improvements. For the North Point Area 2 amended Building 6, that proceeds with drainage, utilities, and concrete from a site work perspective as the building renovations continue. For Laundry Properties, that's a project that will be before the board next month seeking approval. PENNSBURY High School, we are waiting for revised plans from excuse me, the PENNSBURY High School team, but it's our understanding that they're going to submit timely to be on the Planning Commission in November. We haven't seen anything yet, but that's their goal. And I think they have about a week and a half to deliver the plans in order for that to happen. For the next PENNSBURY School District, that was the amendment for the lighting, and I am unaware as to whether the lights were actually installed yet. Same as the number 12 above. The 2 North Points that follow are both minor subdivisions that have been approved by both boards, and we're now working with the applicant's engineer to prepare record plans for recording. For the Sylvie Concrete project, that's 2 small building additions that had been approved by the Planning Commission or recommended for approval by the Planning Commission, and will be before this board next month in November. And I believe that's going to change to a waiver of land development. They submitted as a preliminary and final, but there are very limited site work improvements, so we think it's best to move that forward under the waiver of land development. And then the next 654, those are the apartments on Lincoln Highway. They asked to revise the plans before they come to a meeting, so they're going to be before the Planning Commission in November, assuming we get the revised plans. And the same with the Lower Bucks Home Builders. That's very similar to the one that was recently approved with the garages on Fallsington Tullytown Road. They submitted a new one with an additional 8 lots. It's under review, and it'll be before the Planning Commission in November. The last one listed as Duncan is a conditional use that was submitted to us. It was submitted last month, and we expect to have that at the Planning Commission tomorrow. And that's essentially to take a bank, I guess that's vacant, and turn it into a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts with little to no
Hold on,
changes
what was that last one?
to the building. Duncan,
Where?
301 West Trenton. It's 301 West Trenton Avenue.
It's a bank converting into.
It's a bank that's gonna, they're asking for a conditional use to convert.
Is that next to the Burger King?
I think it's next to the 7-Eleven. That's on West Trenton. 7-Eleven is, I think, maybe 1 or 2 properties away.
And they're building a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts there?
It's already, it exists as a drive-through bank, so they're not changing anything to the exterior of the building, I guess renovating it for Dunkin' Donuts, and leaving the rest of the infrastructure in place, but it's a conditional use.
And that'll be in front of the board at the November 12th meeting.
Interesting. Oh, that's that, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Let me see.
It's next
By Nolan Avenue,
Nolan Avenue, yes.
across from Menino's.
Oh, by Martha Lanes.
Yes, by the bowling alley, right across the street. Drive-through Dunkin', interesting.
For the earth disturbances and for Supervisor Galloway, it's not highlighted in red, but I'm pleased to say that the County Lake Caroline project is about to commence, if it hasn't already. They inquired about a pre-construction meeting. All permits have finally been issued since 2019, so there he is.
That is incredible. I wasn't expecting it at all. But I thank you for your work, and it's just been a long time coming.
Yeah, I purposely left it black so that I could surprise you with it.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep. For the waste management, that's the gas piping that earth disturbance is under at TCO. They're substantially complete, waiting for vegetation. For the new Bold Road project, that's substantially complete, working on punch list items. The next one is a residential pool that's operating under a TCO, waiting for vegetation. Germination. For the Kmart, construction has commenced. They're cleaning up the swales and some site work that's fallen into disrepair, but that started. Star Tours was a conditional use that the board approved, and this is the formality earth disturbance that was approved for the minor site work that goes along with that. The Oxford Valley Golf Course project has started. Again, that's a cleanup project to address some of the issues to their wetlands. The North Point Falls and the rest of the earth disturbances have been approved with the exception of number 85, which is still under review. And I would say a lot of the North Point Falls industrials that are listed there are inaccurately listed because they're actually Barton Mallow applications for trailer storage areas and laydown areas. The issue we had in naming convention was that the owner is North Point, and we're never sure who actually funds the applications, but we're squared away now, and those are actually Barton Mallow applications. So I apologize for the bad nomenclature, but the next report will have them corrected. And then the only other update I have is for the Township building. We're well aware of all of that. In terms of the site work, they work on asphalt paving, some concrete topsoil and seeding.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any questions for Mr. Jones? None? Go ahead.
What's the status of the ambulance company that was coming to North Olds and Business Route 1?
We haven't heard back from them.
It's a Civ ambulance?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't heard back from them.
Nothing.
Okay.
We were just talking about that too, Tony.
Yes,
That's
we were.
creepy that you asked about it.
My neighbors keep asking me about
Okay.
it.
Just a couple of questions. For the cleanup at the golf course, when you say wetlands, are you referring to the brush that looks like a fire hazard over there we've been worried about?
Let me read the body of the report and follow up, and I may have misspoke. I'm not sure if it's actually wetlands cleanup, but I know it was maintenance work.
From when it floods every time it rains.
There's the flooding, but there's also a lot of brush there that looks like a really serious fire hazard consistently. We're always worried about any of that kicking up and blowing around.
Yeah, I'm sorry, they're actually dredging an irrigation pond and building a stockpile with the dredge materials.
Okay. And then for Lake Carolyn, you said it's the project since 2019. Are they dredging that?
They're going to do stream repairs to that, so they're going to try to reduce the velocity that comes through the culvert under Trenton Road, because what's happening is you have an erosive condition where the asphalt trail is failing. So they want to rebuild the asphalt trail, but before they do that, they have to armor the embankment and do some modifications to the stream. And it took so long because they had to get FEMA approval to operate within a studied stream.
Right. So we're concerned because that's always at its banks, and we know that it's the overflow.
Say it again. I didn't
Lake
hear.
Carolyn is always at its banks. It's always overflowing. And so since that's the overflow for PENNSBURY and the rest of the area up on Hood Boulevard that goes down through the Bristol Township neighborhood, we were a little bit concerned as to whether or not some of that would be done to lower the water table or to dredge the lake.
No,
So the fish
this
stop
is
dying?
upstream
Okay.
of the lake, and so this is a feeder stream that comes into the lake, and they're working up at Trenton Road, which is a pretty far distance above Lake Caroline.
So where it meets Queen Anne Creek or
No, it's up where it crosses under Trenton Road.
Trenton Road? And then can I ask you another question, last question? For all the time that you put in looking at the PENNSBURY School District plans, are we paying for that as a township because it's standard inspection stuff, or is that something that's billed back to PENNSBURY to reimburse him?
Comes out of escrow, correct?
Yeah, when any applicant submits a land development, they submit an escrow account, and we use that to charge against for our efforts as well as the attorneys, And when that escrow becomes low, it gets replenished by that same applicant developer.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jones. That takes us to the bill list. We're at $3,469,278.12. Over almost half of that is in payroll, I believe. Yes, 54% in payroll and benefits. There's the change orders for RYCON, workers' compensation trust, over $150,000, legal and engineering fees, furniture for rental furniture that we're still renting from this building being built, electric cable, internet payment. Any questions from board members?
No.
No.
No. Public comment? Is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you poll the board?
Supervisor Boraski,
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Yes. Thank you. That takes us to the Jones Engineering bill list in the amount of $211,895.30. Any questions or comments?
No questions.
No questions.
None? Any public comment? Go ahead.
Can I just ask you, you go over it with some of the reporting and the discussions and things, but is there a reason that we don't get the detail? I think I asked before and it was something.
Some of them have a personal information on it that would have to be redacted before we just gave it out.
Yeah.
That's the main reason, correct, Mr. Clark?
Yeah, the submitted invoices themselves are not public records. The summary is what we provide. If somebody wants the actual invoices, they have to file a right-to-know request.
I mean,
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
necessarily-
personal information on it.
I don't really want someone's invoices. It's just everything that you just went through was very clear, but far more detailed than this, right? Because we're just looking at it going, where's $3 million going a year? Not that you're not working hard. We just have no idea, right? Because we're just seeing.
211,000?
Right, 211,000 this time, and then you guys have your little mini meetings that most of us didn't know about. And then there's the $500,000 that we're seeing for like the 25th payment for RYCON, and we're going like, oh, how many of those are left? So it's just, we're seeing summaries, and we appreciate
understand.
that. That's far more than we used to get.
Well, this is 115,000 of the 211 is escrow money. So, I mean, if that makes a difference. But it goes, there's all kinds of projects here. From residential projects to commercial projects.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Is there a
So-
motion to pay the Jones Engineering bill?
So we won't get the details on those anytime soon then?
the
Like
bill
consistently
list?
for meetings, like
The bill list
he goes through
details?
it and he gives us a breakdown so that we have an idea, like when it says.
Are you talking about the bill
services-
list, or are you talking about the engineer report?
So kind of all of it, like, really at the end of the day, when you give us this bill list, it's a nice idea, but it really doesn't tell us anything. Like, when we're paying $82,000 for electric, water, cable, internet, telephone, is this covering, like, our police officers? Is this
Everything.
covering, like, the
Yeah.
fire departments? Like, what exactly are we covering? Like,
All
is
of
this
our-
normal?
All of them, yes.
Okay.
Everything.
But so this is, like, okay with you? Like, hey, it's $3 million, no big deal?
No.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, the bill list is, like, we can't just give out the bill list. There's too much personal information in it. We have to pay them to redact half of it.
Right, but
That's
who
the issue.
summarizes this?
Our finance department gives us that narrative.
So somebody's looking at something. You
Yeah,
guys
the
just don't see it
people
until
that we
today?
employ, they do a
We
lot
have
of
whole
work here.
Finance
Yeah,
department.
but we don't know, because y'all
But-
didn't tell us nothing.
No, yeah, but the people whose job it is do it. Like, I don't know if, like, you want a job at the township so that you can
Not really.
see everything.
No, I'd rather just pull it apart.
There isn't one bill on the bill list that hasn't been looked at by the finance department, and it's recommended for approval for the supervisors. So they've looked at it, verified we've received whatever the service is, and we put it on the bill list, and ultimately the supervisors can approve it or not approve it, but every invoice has been looked at before it hits a bill list.
They don't look like they look like it.
All right, is there a motion to pay the Jones Engineering bill list?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Shepherd, can you poll the board?
Supervisor Boraski,
Yes.
Supervisor Secretary Galloway,
Yes.
Supervisor Vice Chair Mullen,
Yes.
and Supervisor Chairman Dents.
Abstain. That takes us to manager comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just two things tonight. One is just a reminder for everybody, we are in leaf collection season, so waste management's already picked up October 25th, so 2 additional dates, November 8th, November 22nd, biodegradable bags or in containers they can dump, not plastic bags, and at the curbside in your normal location of where you put your trash and recycling out on a weekly basis. And I did want to just, for the board's sake and for the public that's in attendance tonight, just talk a little bit about, I've been here it's going on 2 months now. I started at the beginning of September, and it's been a learning curve, right? Any new position is. So it's learning a new town, learning all the issues, learning, meeting a lot of people. And I will say that I did want to give a little bit of an update on what I've been doing and just what I think, some of my initial reactions and thoughts on the town. And I've had a chance to meet with the supervisors, township staff, professionals, our engineer, our attorney, and my thought is we have a really good organization here, and I'm glad to have joined that organization. But a few things I want to talk about, just things I've set my goals on, short-term and long-term. One is, for short-term, obviously, is just completing the renovations to the municipal building and plan on reopening that building. So we're getting close now. I've come in on the tail end of that project, but it's been, again, a big learning curve, but I think we're getting close, and I really think in January of 2026, we can be in the building, which is great news for citizens, staff, and for the elected officials. So that's number one. Number two, and I've talked about this a little bit before, the budget going forward, kind of right in the budget season when I started, but in 2026, we've really focused on a more defined capital improvement plan, and I want that to continue into future budgets, and next year, you'll really see that whenever we spend more time on the capital plan that we put together and really make some choices of what the priorities are for the board. So I think I bring some expertise and can assist with some of the capital budgeting we've been doing. I have been meeting, as I had mentioned earlier, with all the departments. I'm really trying to get a feel for what their challenges are, what they need to get their mission accomplished, right? Each one of those departments has a mission, and the goal is to make sure we provide them the resources that they can accomplish that mission. So that's another ongoing project for me, and I've been immersing myself over the past month and a half. I do want to spend some time, and I haven't had a chance yet, this is more of a little bit of a longer term goal, to just take a look at our comprehensive plan, our land use ordinances, municipal code, some of those things that you kind of take for granted and you don't think a lot about on a routine basis, that just to make sure those documents are in order, they're updated, anything we need to take a look at, we'll update. It really provides guidance for Falls Township going into the future, right, over the course of the next 10 to 20 year period. So I do want to spend some time on that. I have not had a chance to do that yet, but that will take some time. And finally, I just want to improve, if possible, some of the organization and flow of meeting documents for the Board of Supervisors. I think the more we can do to make your job easier by making sure everything's in order on the agenda, having a really good agenda, making it electronic if possible, I think that's something that'll be beneficial to the board. So something I'm looking forward to. But I will say this in my short time. I do think the township has the necessary foundation from the elected leadership on down in the organization to be successful. We do have to spend some time, we'll review, we'll analyze. There's always a fresh set of eyes on things anywhere you go, I think helps. And I think we can enhance service delivery and also provide a modern organizational structure for Falls Township well into the future. I believe we all look forward to the challenge, and I do thank the board again for bringing me on board.
Thank you, Mr. Shepherd. This is the manager or board comment. Ms. Mullen?
No comment.
Mr. Brasky?
I just have two quick things. First thing, we had a presentation for Touch Truck. I know some of you guys were able to be there on the day of, so thank you for the support over, this is our 9th year. So it was nice to have the recipients come out tonight and receive the donations. And so thank them all for being here. The two other things, obviously, people can tell I'm a little upset about how the township building and how it played out. So it's kind of sad to say that I won't be able to have a meeting or be in that building. Say it's even more disheartening that we still don't have a crosswalk finished on New Falls Road. I'm kind of directing it to you so you can kind of get this under control and take the lead on it, but the board approved it unanimously 28 months ago, and the money was there for the project. And I'm reading through the notes on Remington Vernick, and they're talking about on 8/4 was the last thing that we've had, and it was updated. I think it was going through contract talks, contract in progress, production, pre-construction meeting to follow. So that was still back from July or August. In July, they were here in July, we did something in July, letter of recommendation provided in July, and then in August, it was submitted bid documents, results provided, 8/4, contract execution in progress. So that's, we're gonna be pushing 2-3 months since that happened. I just don't understand, it's a $67,000 project.
I could tell you that on Friday, we received the contract documents. So that's an update I can give you, and it was just sent to legal just to make sure everything's
I know, and
in order,
that's probably a result of me emailing Remington and Vernick how upset I was over it.
So it finally is coming to fruition, but I haven't been here for the length of the project.
So they have a deadline, or do we have anything?
Once we get the contract signed, we'll have more information. We need to do a quick legal review. It's a long legal document, a lot of boilerplate though, so hopefully it won't take Lauren and Mike very long to take a look at that.
Just stay on top of it for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Benz.
Mr. Galloway?
No comment.
I'd like to thank Mr. Shepherd for his comments and his update. Very well presented, so thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure having him here for the past 2 months. I know everybody, it's something that we're not used to. Not that we didn't have managers before, but we never had a manager that done nothing but manage, if that makes sense. So we appreciate that. The communication and everything else has been superb. And I called Mike Clark, I guess, 2 weeks ago. He said, I haven't had nothing to talk to you about because John's updating us with everything constantly. Ms. Mullen, too, I said, everything okay with you? Because I haven't talked to her because we don't need to, which is good. And I'd also like to congratulate Mr. Boraski on the Touch-A-Truck. This was, like you said, the 9th year. They've raised well over $100,000. I forget the total amount. But that's a huge accomplishment. And it's a great event for the community and for all the benefactors. And there's been some really great ones that impact us right here in our community. So thank you for that. That's all I have. So with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.